The McLeod Super Street Pro clutch is a ceramic plate clutch with an organic and metallic disc that can hold up to 500 horsepower. This clutch is ideal for both the street and the track, and it's for 2011 and newer GT Mustangs with an aftermarket 26-spline transmission. The factory transmission is not 26-spline, so if you're shopping for a car with a stock trans, you'll have to go with another option. This clutch isn't going to be compatible with a 9-bolt pattern flywheel either, so just be aware of that. As usual, we'll go over the install in more detail later on, but this one's going to take about a half a day and be a 3 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter. This clutch does well in applications that have moderate mods, obviously with power below the 500 mark, and with street tires. The clutch is designed for street and track use, which is why it has a dual-face disc that's made from metallic and organic materials. The organic materials allow the clutch to have the smooth engagement and the nice street driving characteristics. The metallic materials, along with the high clamp load pressure plate, help the clutch in race situations and give it the ability to handle the higher horsepower numbers. I just want to reiterate the point that this clutch is designed for a 26-spline transmission. The clutch is going to come with your pressure plate, your clutch disc, an alignment tool, and a throw-up bearing. I recommend also picking up a hydraulic bearing because it's something that you should consider replacing while you're down there replacing the clutch, especially in the case with a higher clamping force. If your stock bearing has a good amount of miles on it, then it's going to be a really good idea to replace it. And speaking of that, you will need to figure out what you plan on doing with your flywheel. As long as you don't have a 9-bolt flywheel, you can always resurface your current flywheel, but I'd recommend purchasing a new McLeod flywheel because you know it'll mate with the new clutch perfectly and allow your clutch to function to the best of its ability. As far as price, you can expect to spend under the $500 mark for this clutch. Now this is one of the more affordable clutch options out there, but it's more of what I consider a mild upgrade, especially if you're already working with an aftermarket 26-spline transmission. Still though, this gives you a mild option that isn't as expensive as some of the other more extreme clutches, like a twin disc setup. I'm sure you guys already expected this, but the install here is not easy. It's a lot of work, so you need some experience to get this done yourself, and a lift is going to be your best friend. If you don't have these things, it might be best to just take the car to a shop for the install. Overall, this is a 3 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and should take about 4 hours to complete. You've got to drop your trans, which means you need to unbolt your exhaust and drop it from the mid-pipe back, and your drive shaft as well. You have to drop your starter and unbolt the bell housing to get the MT82 out of the way so you can get to the clutch. Once the stock clutch is out of the way, McLeod does tell you exactly how to assemble the clutch properly, so you don't have to worry about that. After that, you're looking at needing to bleed the clutch line, which can take a little bit of time, but it isn't difficult. The only other thing I wanted to mention here is make sure you follow the break-in period with the clutch if you want the clutch to be smooth and have a long life. McLeod recommends a break-in period of 500 city driving miles. That's going to wrap things up for the McLeod Super Street Pro clutch, but as always, you can check it out more online right here at AmericanMuscle.com.